ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Okay, very nice chapter. So beautiful sequence of verses. Narada Muni is preaching pure devotional service. Narada Muni always preaches pure devotional service, but these verses are a more direct, direct instructions. Very, very direct instructions, right? So very beautiful. So I was just reading. So he's just focusing on devotional service, right? What is the meaning of anything at all without devotional service? So absolute, just rubbishing everything else, right? And yeah, glorifying devotion to Krishna. So we are supposed to read 16 to 19. Okay, so we'll read this. एतत् पदं तज् जगदात्मनः परं सकृद्विभातं सवितुर्यथा प्रभा. Yes, Prabha Mataji, you raise your hand.
Prabhuji, sorry, it's for reading.
Oh, okay, no, okay. So like I do myself because I break in the middle, etc. Okay, I'll repeat. Etat padam tad jagadatmanah param sakritviभातं सवितुर्यथा प्रभा. यथासवो जागृति सुप्त शक्तयो द्रव्यक्रिय ज्ञान भिदा भ्रमात्ययः. Just as the sunshine is non-different from the sun. Sunshine is different from the sun, but at the same time it's non-different from the sun. The cosmic manifestation is also non-different from the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Personality is therefore all-pervasive within this material creation. When the senses are active, they appear to be part and parcel of the body. But when the body is asleep, their activities are unmanifest. Similarly, the whole cosmic creation appears different and yet non-different from the Supreme Person. So this is the Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. This confirms the philosophy Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva, simultaneously one and different, propounded by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And simultaneously, the whole creation is different from the Lord and at the same time non-different from the Lord. That is Achintya Bheda Bheda. The Supreme Person of Godhead is simultaneously different and non-different from this cosmic manifestation. In a previous verse, it has been explained that the Supreme Person of Godhead, like the root of a tree, is the original cause of everything. Sarvakarana Karanam. It was also explained how the Supreme Person of Godhead is all-pervasive. He is present within everything in his material manifestation. Since the energy of the Supreme Lord is non-different from him, this material cosmic manifestation is also non-different from him, although it appears different. So in this way, it is non-different because energy is non-different from the energetic, and the whole material world is the energy of the Supreme Lord. So it is non-different from him. But at the same time, he is in his own abode, right? He is his own form, and so is different. The sunshine is not different from the sun itself, but it is simultaneously also different. One may be in the sunshine, but is not on the sun itself. Those who live in this material world are living on the bodily rays of the Supreme Person of Godhead, but they cannot see him personally in the material condition. So this, yeah. What do we feel when we read this statement? They cannot see him personally. You cannot see Krishna personally in the material condition. But this is the whole drive for spiritual life. The whole drive for spiritual life is to be able to actually see him personally. Anyway, we'll see if we get an opportunity to speak about that. But yeah, in this context, material world, we're not able to see Krishna. In his words, the word Padam indicates the place where Supreme Personality of Godhead resides. Param Padam. As confirmed in Ishopanishad, Ishavasyam Idam Sarvam. Proprietor of a house may live in one room of the house, but the entire house belongs to him. A king may live in one room in Buckingham Palace, but the entire palace is considered his property. It is not necessary for the king to live in every room of the palace for it to be his. He may be physically absent from the rooms, but still the entire palace is understood to be his royal domicile. The sunshine is light. The sun globe itself is light, and the sun god is also light. However, the sunshine is not identical with the sun god Vivaswan. This is the meaning of simultaneously one and different. All the planets rest on the sunshine, and because of the heat of the sun, they all revolve in their orbits. On each and every planet, the trees and plants grow and change colors due to the sunshine. Being the rays of the sunshine is non-different from the sun. Similarly, all the planets resting on the sunshine are non-different from the sun. The entire material world is completely dependent on the sun, being produced by the sun, and the cause, the sun, is inherent in the effects. Similarly, Krishna is the cause of all causes, and the effects are permeated by the original cause, meaning he causes the effects to permeate. Permeate means to manifest, right, when the right time comes. The entire cosmic manifestation should be understood as the expanded energy of the Supreme Lord. Okay, so these are known things, so I'm not explaining. If anybody has any question, we can answer. When one sleeps, the senses are inactive, but this does not mean that the senses are absent. When one is awakened, the senses become active again. So there are 3 stages of wakefulness, then dream, and deep sleep. So here, it could be in dream or dream also, the senses are somewhat active. Deep sleep, the senses are not active. But doesn't mean that the senses are absent. Similarly, this cosmic creation is sometimes manifest and sometimes unmanifest. Bhutva bhutva praliyate. When the cosmic manifestation is dissolved, it is in a kind of a sleeping condition, an inactive state. Whether the cosmic manifestation is active or inactive, the energy of the Supreme Lord is always existing. Thus, the words appearance and disappearance apply only to the cosmic manifestation. It appears when the time comes, and then it disappears when the time comes. But even when it disappears, it's not that the energy is not there. Energy is always existing in the Lord, and again manifest when the time comes. So it's a simple known concept here. So we have to, the only thing for us is we have to see Krishna's presence in everything. The practical application of this verse is that we have to become Pandita Samadarshinaha. So whatever we see, we should see it in connection with Krishna. Like Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya. Prabhupada writes a very beautiful purport to that verse. He says that impersonalist will see that, oh, this water is available as energy of the Lord for us to quench our thirst. But then what does a devotee see? A devotee sees that Krishna is so merciful that he has given us this water to quench our thirst. So devotee sees everything in connection with Krishna. That's the difference between impersonalist and personalist. Impersonalist only sees the energy of Krishna. Personalist sees the energy and the energetic. He sees the energy in connection or in relation with the energetic. Unfortunately, in lower stages of Krishna consciousness, even though we are practicing devotion, we also sometimes only see the energy. We don't see the energetic. For example, we see, you know, some beautiful object. Maybe we see a nice sari. So when we see the nice sari, we are only seeing the energy of the Lord. So can somebody explain how a impersonalist and personalist can see this, see a beautiful thing like a sari or some beautiful cloth? Or maybe, you know, let's make it more gender neutral in that sense. Maybe flowers, some beautiful flowers. How will an impersonalist think? How will a devotee think?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Dandat Pranams, Prabhuji.
Pranam.
Prabhuji, the devotee thinks that the Lord is so merciful. He has given me a chance to worship Him with the flower that He has created, that has come out
Okay.
of His energy. But an
Okay.
impersonalist sees that this is the creation of the Lord, and but he does not use anything in the service of the Lord. He
Okay.
rejects 90-90.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? Any other answers?
Prabhuji, like the impersonalist will think that like the flower is the creation of Brahma Jyoti, I am also the same thing. So me and the flower, there is no difference, and so it does not consider the difference between the two. Whereas the devotee thinks that this is the energy of the Lord, and so this can be used in the Lord. This is the creation of my Lord, and my Lord can create such beautiful flower also. So let me use it, like Mataji said, in the service of the Lord.
Okay. Any other? Let's talk about the viewpoint of devotee little more.
Mainly, the devotee appreciates the varieties, Prabhuji.
Appreciates the
Lord has
varieties.
given.
Okay. Okay. What else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Even the
Pranam.
utilization also, Prabhu.
One
An,
second,
imp-
Padma
an,
Mataji. Yeah, go ahead.
an impersonalist will only see the outer look of the flowers, just the beauty. But if it's a devotee, the devotee will think it's a creation of the Krishna, which is created by Krishna and so beautiful of the creator, and etc.
Okay. So again, let's just focus now for the next 1 minute or so on just the view of a devotee. So now let's think about how a devotee thinks a little bit more deeply.
Prabhuji, like the devotee can think the flower is so beautiful, and if the flower is offered to my Lord, the beauty of the flower will increase much more, and then I can use the flower after offering it to the Lord. I can have it and take it as a prasad also.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
One by one, please. Yeah, Sureshwari Mataji. Okay,
Hare
actually,
Krishna,
Shanti
Prabhuji.
Mataji tried in the middle. 1 second. Sorry, Sureshwari Mataji. Let
Okay,
Shanti
Mataji.
Mataji say, and then you can. Yeah, Shanti Mataji.
Prabhuji, impersonalist thinks that if they see the
No,
flowers.
let's talk only about the devotee now. We leave the impersonalist away aside. Just the
So
devotee.
when devotee sees the flowers, that immediately that comes in mind that we'll use it for Lord's purpose.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Sureshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji,
Prabhu.
the
By
devotee.
seeing the sorry.
Sureshwari Mataji, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. The devotee, when he sees the flower, Prabhuji, he will immediately think, "Oh, this flower is so beautiful. If the flower is so beautiful, then how beautiful will be the
Okay.
creator of this world?"
Very nice. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Anita Mataji.
Yeah, so by seeing the flower, devotee will have that idea that I can make a nice garland for the Lord and offer it to the Lord. And then after offering also, when he can take it as Mahaprasad of the Lord.
Okay. Okay. So, see the
Devotee feels grateful, Prabhuji, each and every time that he sees anything, because the Lord is so merciful.
Okay.
Gratitude also.
Yeah. Okay. So now in all these answers, we can see different stages of devotion, in the sense that devotees also different stages of the devotion will look at the same flower differently, right? Now, what do the gopis, when they see the flowers, what do they do? What do they think? So they are just thinking about, how Krishna will be pleased by the flowers that they offer, and how that he will look So beautiful with those flowers. Right. And so the personalist, as we make progress, or as we enter into, as we get attracted by different rasas of devotion, the same flower will have will be seen differently by different devotee. Right. And that's the beauty of devotion, saying that there are no wrong answers, isn't it? So what all of you said is all your own devotional feeling. But the impersonalist cannot get there. For the impersonalist, is just the energy of the Lord. That's all. Okay, energy is manifested in this form of beautiful flower. That's all, right? So we have to see everything. I gave the example of flower. It's easy because we offer flowers to Krishna. But it has to be the same thought process when we look at a cloth, when we look at an ornament, when we look at a vehicle, when we look at anything for that matter. Saying that, how can I use it in Krishna's service? Will Krishna be happy? Can I please Krishna by engaging this in Krishna's service? Now it's the same thing when we also look at other jivas, right? Now, if we can actually live in this consciousness, saying that it is non-different from Krishna, then our Krishna consciousness will flourish like anything, isn't it? So that's the central thing here, that we have to see that no, this whole material world has been created just for the pleasure of Krishna. And how can I use everything in Krishna's service? How can I please Krishna? And then devotees will be so they'll look at, they'll make flowers, then they'll offer it to the Lord, then they'll see, saying that no, see, this one should have been like this, we should have changed this color, we should have put maybe this color flower here. And that's the expression of love, right? And it's also not just, okay, there's a garland, okay, just hang it on Krishna, okay, done. No, right? So those with everything that Krishna has created, we can progress in devotion and come to higher stages of devotion, where we will go beyond dasya. Initially we might just be in dasya. Some devotees might be just in the stage of just appreciating the Lord's opulence, right? Saying, oh, Krishna is so powerful, he's designed such a beautiful flower. But we have to go beyond that. But that's a good stage. That's also a good stage. But then we also have to gradually progress beyond that stage to in terms of personally thinking about the Lord and how he will experience it. And that depends on the rasa that we are attracted with. So one of the things, especially for those devotees who are on this, who are here in this session, who have been initiated, and also those who are serious about devotion, one of the things that is important for us to get to at a certain stage in our devotion is attachment to a certain relationship with Krishna, or attraction to a certain relationship with Krishna, which is very important. Anyway, we'll talk about it some other time. Okay, so we see everything, and in our stage of devotion, we will see how it can be offered in Krishna's service. Okay, that is what we have to see, and irrespective of what the object is. Okay, that's the devotional takeaway from this. Yatha nabasya.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So sorry to interrupt. Can you give an example, please, about how can you go beyond when you see the flower? You said no, like about the gopis example. You said no. Can you just give one example so that we can at least understand?
Yeah, like see, for example, like when Sakhas, when Krishna's friends look at anything for that matter in Vrindavan, so they have, for example, they make a garland of gunja berries for Krishna. So they're seeing that gunja berries, which are fruits, okay, but then they look at those fruits and say, okay, if I make a garland of this for Krishna, Krishna will be happy. Now it's a thing that is eaten, right? They're not thinking, saying that, okay, I'll eat it so nice, right? Or they're not even thinking that I'll offer it to Krishna, he will eat and he will like it. They're thinking, no, Krishna likes the garland of gunja berries. So like this are some devotees in Sakya, they think that if I defeat Krishna in this fight, in this match of wrestling, then he will be happy. So it's not about, we might think saying that, okay, I should defeat this person in wrestling so that others will call me great. No, Sakhas are not thinking like that. They know exactly what Krishna wants.
Okay.
And similarly, Vatsalya, Yashoda Maya is might look at something and say that, okay, see, she looks at everything, and for only thing that comes into Yashoda Maya's mind is Krishna doesn't eat nicely. That's all. So whatever she sees, for us, it's about, we can make this, food item from this. Maybe Krishna will be happy eating that. So her whole existence is about, is Krishna eating? Is Krishna doing faring well? Krishna's protection. Now anything she sees for her, it's only about that. There's nothing else. She doesn't think about like the Sakhas saying that, okay, I have to offer a flower garland to Krishna. Now, of course, she offers ornaments before sending Krishna out to grazing, right? But her main focus is about Krishna's well-being. That's her absorption, right? And everything that she sees or does is only in this connection, right? As a mother, right? And then of course, then gopis, everything that for whatever gopis see is, can this increase the beauty of Krishna? Then can this increase the sweetness of Krishna? Even if they want to wear it on themselves, they're thinking, okay, by me wearing this, will it increase Krishna's happiness?
Okay.
Right. Of course, their mode is different because they are, conjugal lovers. So they think in those lines, and their thought process is just in those lines, right? So like this, the devotees, when they get into higher or more specific mellows, that they're attracted to Krishna in certain relationships, then everything and anything that they see is they think in that connection, in terms of their bhava towards Krishna.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Understood.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hare Krishna. Okay. यथा नवसि अभ्रतमप्रकाशा भवन्ति भूपः न भवन्त्यनुक्रमात् एवं परे ब्रह्मणि शक्तयस्त्वमु रजस्तमः सत्त्वमिति प्रवाहः. My dear king, sometimes in the sky there are clouds, sometimes there's darkness, and sometimes there's illumination. The appearance of all these takes place consecutively, one after the other. Similarly, in the supreme absolute, modes of passion, darkness, and goodness appear as consecutive energies. Actually, this is the process of creation. From goodness, everything starts. Sometimes they appear, sometimes they disappear. Again, just Narada Muni is also talking about the all-pervasiveness, the all-powerful Lord, describing his glories. Darkness, illumination, and clouds sometimes appear and sometimes disappear. But even when they have disappeared, the potency is still there, always existing. In the sky, sometimes we see clouds, sometimes rainfall, sometimes snow. Sometimes we see night, sometimes day, sometimes illumination, and sometimes darkness. All these exist due to the sun, but the sun is unaffected by all these changes. Similarly, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the original cause of the total cosmic manifestation, he is unaffected. All these are separated energies. Although the material, physical elements are the energy of the Lord, in fact, Krishna's feeling towards this material world is expressed in this word, Udasinavat. Udasina means actually almost like disinterested. Like he's not like so bothered about this material world. Because mostly people here are those who are rebellious, come here to, with a rebellious mindset to enjoy independent of Krishna. So he just left most of it to his energy, to Maya Devi, to take care. So he's like Udasinavat. He's like as if uninterested. But of course, he's interested in his devotees. But yeah, with respect to material things, he's not affected. So he creates and he destroys also. How easy is it? You created a house. Can you just bring it down? No, but the Lord is so detached. The Vedanta Sutra confirms Janmadhyasya yataha. Everything is coming from him. Nonetheless, the Lord is unaffected by all these changes. This is indicated by the word pravaha, flow or emanation. The sun always shines brilliantly and is not affected by clouds or darkness. Similarly, the Supreme Person of Godhead is always present in his spiritual energy and is not affected by material emanations. Though it all comes from him, he is not affected. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Although he is the supreme cause, he is still Parama, transcendental, and his form is Sachidananda. Krishna is the shelter of everything, and this is the verdict of all scriptures. Krishna is the remote cause, and material nature is the immediate cause. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that understanding Prakriti to be the cause of everything is like understanding the nipples on the neck of a goat to be the cause of milk, but the nipples on the neck of the goat don't produce any milk. So material nature is not the Sarvakarana Karanam. She is just the immediate cause. But the original cause is Narayana, Krishna. Sometimes people think that the cause of an earthen pot is the earth. We see on a potter's wheel a sufficient amount of earth to produce many pots. And although unintelligent men will say that the earth on the wheel is the cause of the pot, those who are actually advanced will find that the original cause is the potter who supplies the earth and moves the wheel. Material nature may be a helping factor in the creation of this cosmic manifestation, but is not the ultimate cause. Mayadakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Chara achara, both of them coming from Prakriti, who is under my direction. The Supreme Lord casts his glance over material energy, and his glance agitates the three modes of nature. Creation then takes place. Just a glance is so powerful. Just one glance, and the whole material creation starts off. Actually, he glances on Rama Devi, his wife, and indirectly she glances on Maya. Maya is the Chaya of Rama Devi. Maya is the Chaya of Rama Devi, and Lord actually directly looks at Rama Devi, and through Rama Devi indirectly looks at Maya. And then creation takes place. So powerful. The conclusion is that nature is not the cause of material manifestation. Supreme Lord is the cause of all causes. Now, even this particular, it looks like a very simple, oh yeah, we know this purport. We know this purport. Right? But again, are we in this realization? Are we in this realization that the Supreme Lord is the cause of all causes? Can some of you explain? How is it that a devotee should see everything as Krishna, Krishna doing it? Or how does a devotee see Krishna in all his life situations? So the first was, how does Krishna see, how does a devotee see Krishna in everything that is there in this material world? Second, how does a devotee see that Krishna is the cause of all causes, of whatever is happening in his life? Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Devotees have to see that that is what they are expected to do, to see everything as the reason. I mean, Krishna is the reason for everything to happen in their life, to come out of the dualities. Because either one faces happiness or distress. So everywhere the dualities are there. To come out of that.
No, but how is Krishna the cause of all causes?
Prabhuji, as Krishna himself says that he is in every atom.
No, every atom every atom was in the previous verse, right? That is the all-pervasive nature. That's what we said, saying that when we see anything, we consider that, okay, it's all Krishna mercy, right? Now I'm asking, in every situation in a devotee's life, please understand my question. In all situations
Krishna,
in the
Prabhu.
life of, one second, let me complete. In all situations in the life of a devotee, how does a devotee see Krishna's hands?
Because Prabhuji, nothing happens without Krishna's sanction. So if something is there in which has to be given to me back, it must be having Krishna's yes, only then it's happening in my life. Only
Yeah,
that is
okay.
the
Prabhuji, it's also said that not a blade of grass moves without Krishna's sanction. So that is enough for us to understand. Everything happens with his will.
Okay.
Krishna Prabhu, in this connection, we can take the
One
example.
second,
means like
Anita. One second. Yeah, okay, Anita
Sorry.
Mataji, then Rama Prabhu can say. Rama Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, it's a Krishna sits in the, like everyone's hearts in the, as a Paramatma form.
So?
Because of that is the reason, and he is the cause of all causes.
Okay. Okay, Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So we can see Krishna, especially when we have calamities. Like we see the example of all the devotees which are mentioned in Bhagavatam, right? Gajendra's pastimes, and we can say even Pandavas also. So same way in our life, in a devotee's life, especially means there are happy times also, but more than that, when there is a calamity, Krishna does not give the calamity he gives the calamity up to the extent where the devotee can solve it. Means like he will have that confidence that yes, my Krishna is there with me. I can handle this. So that's how we can see Krishna's hands. So there are few moments that where devotees face those things, and yes, when they look back, then they will think again that how did I solve this? How did I do this? It's nothing but only by the mercy of the Lord. So that's how I see Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Okay, others? Do others also want to contribute who have not been? Yeah, Krishnamurti Prabhu. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam Prabhu. Yeah.
Prabhuji, as far as my knowledge goes, that is the bhava. Automatically, as we feel lose our ego, then Sri Krishna will there situated in that place. Anything, if the devotee feels, automatically that is the grace of Supreme Lord only. We feel. As far as my knowledge goes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. As we see Krishna in everyone, so Krishna sitting in everyone's heart, so the karma is coming back to us through Krishna only. So when we see Krishna around, so whatever is coming to us, it is coming in the form of the thing what we've done. It's coming back to us through Krishna. So when we see Krishna everywhere, in everyone's heart, so that is coming back to us through him.
Okay.
So that is...
Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu, Shastra says that he is the causes of all causes. So we believe in Shastra. And also Brahma Samhita also tells that, Brahma also tells that he is the causes of all causes. So that is more than enough for anything, I feel, Prabhu.
Okay. So, for example, so let me make my question a little bit more specific. How many of you feel distressed when you have some difficulty? So my question is, now I'm trying to help you understand what this practical application means, what it is to mean, what it is to understand that Krishna is the cause of all causes. So when we have some problem in our life, how many devotees here feel are affected by that?
Yes, I do agree.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Some serious problem in life, okay?
Yes,
serious
I do
problem.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So then where are we seeing Krishna's hands?
When we see that problem, it has to be very
We call
big,
out to
but because
Krishna's
of
name,
mercy of
Prabhu.
Krishna,
One second, Anita
only
Mataji,
this
one
has
second.
happened.
Sorry, Shobha Mataji. See again.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, actually, as a Krishna conscious person, now we have got an consciousness to think and take that problem as this problem has to be a big one. But because of Krishna's mercy, it is only a small thing that can be passed, and it is only a part of the life, and it will also go through. We'll go through it, and we'll pass it over.
Okay. No, okay. So is there a reason? No, I should not ask that question. That's a leading question. So do we feel bad in
Yes,
this
Prabhuji,
difficulty?
because of our anarthas, initially, as soon as we get difficulties or anything troubles, we get affected, Prabhuji. But
Okay, do we pray for the solution
yes,
to get
Prabhuji,
resolved?
Yes, Prabhuji,
pray
we
Do
for
we
do.
help, Prabhuji.
we pray that Krishna, I'm in this difficulty. Please
Yes, Prabhuji.
help me. Huh? Okay.
And
That's the
leave
other
it
way
to
of
we
praying,
pray
Prabhuji.
and
There
we
at
will
that
leave
Hey,
it
point
to
of
one by
Krishna.
one. Hare Krishna, what is this? Okay, now all of you have to raise your hands. Okay, now I'm putting a condition. Hey, all of you are talking parallelly. I am not Ananta Shesh to be able to hear all of you parallelly. You might be able to speak parallelly. I can't hear all of you parallelly. Okay, so Sumangala Mataji, then Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We pray to the Lord, Prabhuji, definitely to give strength to face. And if it is possible, if it is favorable, to change the situation when it is very difficult. Like, for example, recently one of our Matajis had a tumor in her leg. So certain things we are not able to take, Prabhuji. When it is very little, like the eyes, we need to, when we get some problems in the eyes, we need that to read Shastras. But at the same time, we will make a promise also to the Lord that we will make use of the eyes or anything that has been given completely in the service of the Lord. Not
Okay.
even.
Okay. Yeah. Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I can tell you a practical experience that I'm undergoing now itself. Because next month we have planned for a first time Vrindavan Yatra, which I'm longing for 5 years. Because of the mercy of Bhagavan, I'm going. I thought I'm thinking I'm going, blessing. But unfortunately, my husband is going to undergo a angio tomorrow.
Okay.
So I have left to Bhagavan. If you have really mercy and permit me, sure I will come and have your darshan.
Okay.
It's in your hands whether he'll be fine
Okay.
or what. So I'm not lamenting. Whatever
Okay.
is we have to undergo, we'll be undergoing, right?
Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I was about to say the same thing, like going to Dham also, we'll have to get the permission of the Lord. Then we can go. So there are many hurdles, as Mataji said. There may come many hurdles, but still we will have to have that confidence and faith on the Lord, so that He will, yes, of course, He will bring us to that place.
Okay.
And give us.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Padma Mataji and then Shilpa Mataji, and then we'll continue. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. In every situation, earlier I used to get disturbed, but nowadays I leave it to Krishna. I say, let him decide whatever happens. Ups and downs in life, let him decide. Good or bad.
Okay. Good.
There's
Okay.
good,
Yeah.
there's bad also. If there's bad, there's good also. Even I was planning to go to Puri, Prabhuji, but then somehow it didn't happen because my daughter is coming at that time, so I've cancelled. That's also Krishna's mercy. Let him decide. I leave it at that, Prabhuji.
Okay. So, maybe I'll make one comment. Yeah, Shilpa Mataji, and then we will continue. They have 2 more verses to finish. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Danvat
Yeah.
Pranam. Prabhu, with me also earlier it would happen that for everything I would want to pray, and for little things also I would ask. But now it has come that, like, suppose going to Dham, it is very easy to leave it to him that, okay, if he wishes, we will go. But
Okay.
when some grave something happens, no, then we are all, please Krishna, solve
Yeah.
this, please
Please
Krishna.
solve.
So
Please help.
for easier problems, we are ready to accept it as karma
Correct.
and leave
Correct.
it on him. That
Correct.
is what the situation is.
Correct.
Hare
Correct. Okay.
Krishna.
Okay. So I want to just make a couple of points and then we can move. Subhra Prabhu, you can answer. Okay, quickly, because you lifted your hand.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
I got one particular experience. I don't know whether any solution. Recently, I had a sudden fracture, and that night it was so painful, terrible. One side I was remembering, trying to only remember Krishna, not even ask him to give relief or something. But the impact of the pain is so much. I was not able to sustain. Just you pray and ignore the pain, but the impact of the trauma is so much. The pain was dominating my inner chanting of Hare Krishna. At the same time, I was not willing to ask him to give me relief or something. I was only remembering his name. So,
Nice.
how to deal with such situation?
No, like you
Then I was,
dealt with, perfect way of dealing with it. That's how we have to deal with. Yeah.
but no, the impact was too much. Only thing I was chanting as remembering, but this doing will not bring down the pain. The pain impact is still so severe than my effort to chant.
Yeah.
But I was just continuing.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So let me say a few things. Okay. So see, first thing is when many of you spoke about spiritual situations, yatra. Don't leave it to Krishna. You have to pray. You have to show your greed to Krishna. Don't leave it like that. Spiritual things, you should not leave it in Krishna's hands. As in, you should not just leave, okay, Krishna, if you want to take me. No. Krishna, I absolutely want to come. Make it happen. This is what a devotee should do.
Yeah,
When it comes to material things, Krishna, okay, whatever, it's fine, up to you. But when material things come in the middle of devotion, no, Krishna, I want to serve you. I don't want this. I don't want this disturbance. I want to serve you. And anyway, our service will still continue. But our desire to serve is so much that, no, Krishna, I also suppose I have to sit at home because somebody is coming. No, Krishna, I don't want to sit at home. How can I escape? And I want to go and serve there. I don't want to be sitting at home and wasting my time. So please understand that spiritual activities, we should have that desire. Laulyam ekam maulyam, right? We should have that intense greed to serve. This is how we are going to make progress in devotional service. Okay, but when it is some problem, okay, it looks difficult, like now what Subbarao Prabhu said. Now I want to tell one thing, which all of you, please try to remember this, okay? When you have intense pain, when you're going through severe pain, especially bodily pain, mental pain, remember this statement that I'm making, that it's just a drop of the pain I'm going to experience when I'm going to leave this body. Whatever pain I'm undergoing is just a drop. And you know what thought should come to our mind? If I can think about Krishna now, then I can definitely try to remember Krishna at the time of death. That is the motivation for us to think about Krishna. Because otherwise, this pain can be overwhelming, pain can be, like distracting and all that. But we should remember that this is the time of death. This is going to be how it is going to be, or it's going to be worse. Right? So when we are seeing Krishna in all these situations, one more way we have to think about Krishna when we are suffering is Krishna doesn't like Krishna. Is Krishna happy with me doing this nonsense? I've done some nonsense. Okay, I'm suffering because of that. Fine. Okay, I've now become great. I've become very great devotee. I've become so great that now I'm not affected by my pain at all. But I should be affected by my pain. How should I be affected by my pain? Oh, I've done this nonsense before. Do I think Krishna was happy when I did this to somebody else? And I have to feel miserable about myself and become more humble and try to rectify my behavior, the way I deal with people, the way I deal with situations, everything. Okay, so it's not that when I say, can you see Krishna in all as cause of all causes, you just say, okay, hands up. I don't have anything to learn from any situation. Krishna, I left it to you. Okay, that is fine. That is good. That is surrender. But that's not the end of it. Then there are higher stages of consciousness. Okay, and this is the journey, and this is why I keep saying that, whenever we read Bhagavatam, we should always think practically. Actually, do I have faith that Krishna is the cause of all causes, right? And like I said, the different examples that I gave are ways and means by which I understand that Krishna is the cause of all causes, but I also have things to do, right? As in, I also have to, endure the pain, remembering how it is going to be at the time of death, or I should desire, no, I can't be sitting at home. I can't be missing this yatra, right? And pray to Krishna saying, Krishna, please, Krishna, like children do, no? Parents, please give me this.
Very good points, Prabhuji. Very good points.
Okay. Tenaikam atmanam ashesha dehinam kalam pradhanam purusham paresham swatejasa dvasta gunah pravaham atmaika bhavena bhajatva madha. Because the Supreme Lord is the cause of all causes. He is the super soul of all individual living entities. And he exists as both the remote and immediate cause. Now, for this Paramatma, it is said, Tena vina trinamapi na chalati. For this Paramatma. Because he is the Hanumanta Upadrishta. He is the overseer and permitter. Since he is aloof from material emanations, he is free from their interactions and is Lord of material nature. You should therefore engage in his devotional service, thinking yourself qualitatively one with him. According to Vedic calculations, there are 3 causes of creation. Hare Krishna. Can you please mute yourself if you're not speaking in the call? Yeah. 3 causes of creation: the time, the ingredient, and the creator. Combined, these are called Tritayatmaka. 3 causes. Everything in this material world is created by these 3 causes. All of these causes are found in the personality of Godhead. Sarvakarana Karanam. Narada Muni therefore advises the Prachetas to worship the direct cause, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As stated before, when the root of a tree is watered, all the parts are energized. According to the advice of Narada Muni, one should directly engage in devotional service. This will include all pious activity. So please stop Monday one puja, Tuesday one puja, Wednesday one puja, Thursday one puja. No. Monday Krishna, Tuesday Krishna, Wednesday Krishna, Thursday Krishna, all days Krishna. Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita hoy. When one worships Krishna, everything is accomplished. Everything. This was the words Svatejasa Dhvasta Guna Pravaham are very significant. Supreme Personality of Godhead is never affected by material qualities, although they all emanate from spiritual energy. And so now this is also important. Okay, let's talk about this. Those who are really conversant with this knowledge can utilize everything for the service of the Lord, because nothing in this material world is unconnected. This is Yukta Vairagya. Using everything in the service of the Lord. Now 2 things. Again, practical aspects. How much do we think we are qualitatively one with Krishna in our practical life? How much do we think practically that we are qualitatively one? And how much this also, that the Supreme Lord is not affected by material qualities. How much do we understand? Okay, first let's talk about this. How can we understand that Krishna is never affected, or we accept that Krishna is never affected by material qualities? Now, if that is the case, can we defend every action of Krishna?
Prabhu, can you put your question one more time?
See, we know that Krishna is never affected by material qualities, and then generally people, outside people, they say that Krishna is like this, Krishna is like that. So can we defend Krishna with this understanding? How can we defend Krishna? So for example, if somebody says Krishna is a liar, how can we?
We have to defend, Prabhuji.
How do we defend?
We can defend
what will we
by
tell?
Taking examples from the Shastras, Prabhu.
Like what?
He's the
they are also taking example from Shastra only. they are saying he made Yudhishthir Maharaj to tell a lie. He's a liar. Now I want you to defend this. I want you to defend.
Prabhuji.
Once again, your answer should be in defense of this. So you should defend Krishna's action, because you know that Krishna is not affected by material qualities. Now you defend Krishna's action. Okay, I give one more situation, right? Krishna dancing with gopis, who are others' wives. Now your answer, if you are answering, you have to exactly answer. Give me the reason how you are going to refute this. Yeah, Sumangala Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and he's the creator of this whole universe. Whatever Krishna does, a normal person or a human being cannot. So we have to understand him. First we have to see him through the Shastra Chakshu. So whatever.
No, don't give me theory. I don't want theory. I want you to practically see all this. If you tell me, I already told that Krishna is a liar. Now you are telling me, saying that, see Shastra Chakshu, this, that. I say, I don't care. You have to explain, convince me logically. You have to convince me logically why he is not wrong.
Ultimately, Krishna wants the dharma to be there, because Krishna always says that yada yada hi dharmasya. Whenever there is a glani in the dharma, He's the creator and he can take any way.
He can take any
He
way.
can take any way in the sense everything that he does is on the transcendental platform.
No,
unlike
I
us.
don't think so. He's lying. He's lying. You might think that it's on the transcendental platform, but I think that he's lying. Okay, next.
He want to protect dharma, Prabhuji.
No. How is he protecting dharma by telling a lie?
Dronacharya cannot be killed by anyone else otherwise.
So
He was
I just
so
I just
powerful.
lie. So I just lie.
Prabhuji, even Krishna kills anybody, it is
No,
moksha
Sumangala
for them.
Mataji, your chance is over. Shobita Mataji. So many other devotees are also wanting to answer. Yeah.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji is saying like Krishna has to that time kill Dronacharya. He has to be removed from the path, and that's why he has to do this and asked the Yudhishthir also, because Yudhishthir is called Dharmraj and he will never speak the lie. He will never lie. So he asked Yudhishthir that you should witness here this. So that
Okay, no, this is not convincing to me. Right, so that means that I want to cheat somebody. Then I'll bring somebody who is not a cheater and make him tell something so that the other person will believe, and then I will cheat him.
No, Prabhuji, not I, because I am not Krishna. Krishna is.
No, but you have to understand my question. I am a non-believer. See, you are all devotees who are initiated, who have been hearing Bhagavatam. I want you to now try to use proper tarka, logic, to explain why Krishna was not wrong. Okay, Namita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, regarding this gopis dancing with Krishna,
Okay.
we need to give them the logical answer from our shastras that they have done the penance in their earlier births, and they were rishis and sadhus, and that is why they wanted to do spend time with Krishna and
Yeah,
do a
but
ras
they
with
were,
them, and that is why.
they were married to other men, and then
Yeah.
Krishna is calling these women in the middle of the night, right? And then you say that it's okay to do this. Okay, bear with me. I'm putting myself in the position of that person who is just like skeptical, right? I mean, you devotees are all like just simply you just believe everything. You don't have any logic, reasoning, nothing. Okay, yeah. Sentimental. Okay, yeah, Aditi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Prabhuji, as you said that he's dancing with gopis, so my logic is.
How bad? He's dancing with other women, Mataji. He's not dancing
Yes.
with gopis.
And
Yeah, tell
he's
me.
married to 16,108 women.
Yeah, let him dance with those wives, no?
So,
Why is he dancing with people whom he is not married to?
no, what he can do, others cannot do.
Oh yeah, so I am also like that only, Mataji. I can do all kinds of things others can't do.
You
All kinds
cannot
of nonsense I can do.
and take care of all the 16,100.
Why should I take care of 16,108 wives? I will have 16,108 relations. You're not getting my point. You're not convincing. You're not convincing me.
I am saying that what he can do, nobody can do.
No, but I mean, I will also do some nonsense, and I will say whatever I do, nobody can do. So just because somebody can do some higher level of nonsense doesn't mean that we just accept it, right? What is the reason for accepting? See, you're all coming from the position that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, but I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing all these activities of Krishna, and I'm saying, as a Supreme Lord, behave like this. See, my Vishnu, he doesn't do anything like this. Yeah, Shilpa Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, the gopis' love for Krishna was pure in the sense that they were selfless. They didn't have any material desire behind it. And it is a symbolic act of worldly detachment. And they went in total surrender to Krishna. So they did not want anything from Krishna except Krishna himself to be with him. So when in your life, if you are going to surrender to Lord, detaching with the material desires and detaching yourself completely with your attachments, then God is available to you, is what he demonstrates through that.
Okay. Anyway, these are not very fully convincing answers. Okay, last
Hare
chance.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Last.
When
Krishna Prabhuji.
the husband,
One second, Subhra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
One second, Subhra Prabhu. Archana Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. When the husbands didn't accept them, they didn't have any other place to go. And so that is their surrender to him, because and he didn't wanted them to just be without any care.
Okay, Subhra Prabhu.
Prabhuji, in my opinion,
No, we don't want anybody's opinion. We want from Shastra. Yes.
In Supreme Personality of Godhead is never affected by any material qualities. Though their material bodies are not the things concerned, their souls have come to. He is making the souls dance along with the super soul.
Okay, I'll give a simple reason. Simple. Just see, we have to answer in such a way that people cannot say anything about it. Okay. You have to say, for example, all of us are devotees. Right? We are serving Krishna. We are coming to the temple. We are serving Krishna. And we are all, different Matajis are different. We are wives of different people. But we are all serving Krishna. We are coming to the temple to serve Krishna. We might be even staying till 12 o'clock on Janmashtami. So what is the mistake in gopis wanting to serve Krishna at 12 o'clock in the night? Over. No questions, right? After that, nobody can say anything. Right? About Yudhishthir Maharaj, we should say that, see, for example, that there is a jail. A jail has been created for whom? For criminals. Right? Now, if suppose a chief minister of the state comes to the jail, will he be forced to wear the dress of the criminal just because he entered the jail?
No, Prabhuji.
No. So there are certain rules, laws that are there for certain level of people. The rules within the jail is for the criminals, not for the chief minister. Because he has created the rules for rectifying the criminals. So like that, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Okay, he's created certain rules in this material world, which is a jail for all of us who are trying to rectify ourselves. Right? Now, if you're not supposed to eat, you're supposed to eat only at 9 o'clock when food is given to you, when you're standing in a line. Okay, but chief minister comes at 12 o'clock, he will be given a grand, lunch. Does it mean that he's wrong? So we have to give people answers. We have to give answers in way of comparing with the world around them, which they can understand and appreciate. Then they will possibly accept. Anyway, there could be other arguments.
Hare Krishna,
also,
Prabhu.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. So about this Yudhishthira Maharaj lie, I just wanted to say that during that Mahabharat war, Dronacharya was killing the Pandavas soldiers, which was very rude, and by the end of the day, it was like he was using his weapons, like Dronacharya was using his divine means like weapons, to kill all those soldiers, wherein by the end of the day, the Pandavas' army would have got lost. So that's why, to stop that, Krishna told Yudhishthira Maharaj to tell that lie that Ashwatthama is dead. So this is what is told
But Kshatriyas fight. Kshatriyas don't lie. Kshatriyas fight. Right? So if you are fighting, you should also fight. Right? Anyway, so this can
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Then what is the reply, Prabhu? Please tell us.
What is the reply? What is the reply is there are higher seats. That's what I was saying. There are different stages of dharma. Okay. So first one is there is something called as aparadharma. So there are two types of dharma. Right? One is called paradharma and the other is called aparadharma. Okay. Now even in aparadharma, for example, say a brahmana should not lie. He is part of his varna dharma. As a brahmana, he should not lie. Okay, but then there is a higher level order of dharma where it says, if suppose say you will save the life of a person who has not done any mistake by telling a lie, you are allowed to tell a lie. Now it is for a higher order dharma, which is to save an innocent person. So this same not lying dharma is overridden now then. So like this, dharma has multiple levels. And what Krishna came to establish was the highest dharma. And to cater to that highest dharma, some lower level dharmas can be sacrificed. You know, it's like killing is not correct. Killing anybody is not correct, but killing a criminal is acceptable. So it's the same dharma, but when it comes to a criminal who is not good for this from a society perspective, the state will order killing a criminal. So there is a higher order dharma. Is that okay? So in dharma, there are multiple levels. And then when Krishna comes, he comes to establish that highest order dharma for which all other lower order dharmas can be sacrificed. But of course, now when Krishna actually said that, Krishna actually did not say, Yudhishthira did not say a lie, because so that is why Krishna told Bhima saying that, hey, there is this Ashwatthama elephant, kill him, so that it won't be a lie. Why? Because
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Yudhishthir actually he was hesitant. He's saying, Krishna, I never told a lie. How can I say a lie? Oh, is it okay? Fine, we'll kill an elephant for you. Now that is a lower dharma. See, killing an elephant is not as important as protecting Yudhishthir's Dharmaraja position, for example. Like this. So if you go into Mahabharata, you know, there are always, this is why it's called Dharma Sankat. Dharma Sankata means that different angles, different viewpoints seem like dharma is different. That's why it says dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Right? And this dharma, karma and all it's very, very confidential. Mahajano yenagatasya panta. So then we follow the direction of Mahajanas. Like this. So we can give different arguments. Okay, I think we are running out of time.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Can you explain this gopis matter more elaborately?
Oh, yeah, okay. More elaborately, it will take us, you will be here whole day today.
No, not like that, Prabhuji. See, Prabhuji, what you said was we all go to the temple to serve Krishna. But we don't dance with Krishna, or they dance with Krishna. And also they go at
Why you're not
midnight.
dancing, is it? Yeah, there are women who dance in the temple. Don't they dance?
Temple
For
we
what?
dance.
Then
No, Prabhuji, temple we dance, but they are not dancing with Krishna, no?
Why
So
Krishna is there in front? No, Mataji. What is this? In temple, who is there? Krishna is there or not there?
No, Prabhuji, I want a proper answer because they go at midnight
Okay,
also.
so let me answer this question. Let me answer this technically. Okay.
Okay.
Now, see, the Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that aham bija pradapita.
Yeah.
Right? Correct?
Yes.
All jivas have come from Krishna. Okay. Now, Krishna was alone. Krishna created all of us for his enjoyment. Raso Vaisaha. Krishna created all of us only for his enjoyment.
Yes,
because he wanted to enjoy with many jivas, with many people around him. Right?
Yeah.
So now if for example, now if Krishna is looking at himself in a mirror, and then he is caressing his face, for example, he's making his hair, he's putting his hair in proper order. That means he's using his hand and is touching his hair and combing it or putting it in the right place. Is there any mistake in what Krishna is doing?
No.
Why?
I don't think.
There's no mistake, right? Because it's his hand, it's his hair. He's putting his hair in proper order, the way he wants it.
Yes.
Isn't it? So similarly, all the jivas are Krishna's. They are not anybody's husband or wife. Now today, somebody who's a wife of a particular person today, next life will be a husband of that person maybe. Or whatever, right? I mean, this male or female is a temporary construct.
Yes,
temporary imposition on us based on what we wanted in our previous life.
Yes.
But the connection with Krishna is on the spiritual platform. So whether it is 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever it is, if I have an opportunity to serve Krishna, I will try to serve. It is about our service to Krishna. That is what is important. It's not about what type of body we have got. Right?
Yes, Prabhuji. But
yeah. So cows are also Cows are also doing that, right? Cows also are going behind Krishna. Okay, now I'll give you a more technical answer. That's why I said we can keep sitting whole day here to understand this answer to this question. See what happens. Okay, this actually let me finish the next verse. Okay, then I'll come back to this because it might take some time. Then whoever wants to exit can exit. Okay, this is the secret of the Shastra, which I'm going to reveal next. Okay. Wait, I'll finish the last verse. दयया सर्वभूतेषु सन्तुष्ट्या येन केन वा सर्वेन्द्रियोपशान्त्या च तुष्यति आशुरनार्दनः. By showing mercy to all living beings, living entities being satisfied somehow or other and restricting the senses from sense enjoyment, one can very quickly satisfy the Supreme Lord. So very, very important verse. Now, I don't know which one to discuss now. Okay. So first thing is there, we should show what is called as Jiva Daya. Mercy to all living entities. It's called Jiva Daya. Okay. And Santushta. Be satisfied with whatever situation in your life, in your life. And control your senses from sense enjoyment. By doing this, one can very quickly satisfy the Supreme Lord. So if you want to satisfy the Supreme Lord, what all should we do? Show mercy to all living entities, be satisfied in every situation, and restrict senses from sense enjoyment. Don't engage in sense gratification. Okay, so this is going to quickly satisfy Krishna. These are some of the ways by which Supreme Lord can be satisfied by the devotee. Showing mercy to all conditioned souls. Best way to show mercy is to spread Krishna consciousness. So those who are actually learned should preach Krishna consciousness so that people may take it and make their life successful. So this is the first one. Daya sarvabhuteshu. Second, then sarvabhuteshu. Okay, so Mahamantra has to be given. Okay, all this is fine. It does not matter to the pure devotee if he has to go to hell to preach. The Supreme Lord lives in the heart of a hog, although the Lord is in Vaikuntha. Even while preaching in hell, a pure devotee remains pure devotee by constant association with the Supreme Lord. To attain this state, one has to control his senses. The senses are automatically controlled when one's mind is engaged in the service of the Lord. Okay. So many things to speak about. Okay. So time out. Okay, so sense enjoyment. Let's talk about sense enjoyment. In what all ways we are doing sense enjoyment? Any examples? Okay, just showing mercy is quickly. I'll just finish this, complete this. Showing mercy to all jivas. One is to give them Krishna consciousness. Now, when we are dealing, we deal with so many people who are externally seem to be, in a lower position than us. For example, say there is some maid coming to your house to help you with housework, right? Please deal with them with mercy. Please show mercy to them. Now I ask this general question to everybody. In India especially, they can understand the relevance of this. Now, in everybody's home, say today you freshly made some breakfast, offered it to Krishna, and all the members of the family are having. Now, and in some houses where they have a habit of giving food to the maid servant, what will we give? You suppose, say, I had some stuff left over from yesterday in the refrigerator, and then I made something fresh and hot and nice. What will I take? What will I give to the servant? I don't want you to answer, but I'm just saying. So what should be the treatment? He's saying that we should treat them as good as ourselves. Okay, if you have scarcity and if there is not enough for the new or today's fresh breakfast for me, I will take yesterday's breakfast and give her fresh breakfast. This is showing mercy, right, on the human platform and on the mundane platform. But then this is to just see everybody as parts and parcel of Krishna and not create any unnecessary distinction. And then, of course, then by giving devotion to everybody is the greatest means of showing mercy, right? But then we are all so much steeped in false ego and pride that we fight with people, we speak harsh words with people. All this are indications of not showing mercy to all living entities, right? So This mercy to all living entities, we have to evaluate how we deal with people in general. We devotees, we will, once in a while we are meeting devotees, we'll say, oh, you are so like this, you are so like that. We are glorifying devotee, right? But if the same devotee, if we have to meet every day, then our true color will come out, right? And our true color comes out when we are not in front of devotees, when we are dealing with world around us in our own way. And we should see, how much, how nicely I'm dealing with other people around me. So that's one thing. Second, we should be satisfied with whatever we have. Whatever we have. No question of asking anything to Krishna. Krishna, whatever you have given, it's your mercy. I will accept it. Restricting senses. So we'll talk about this for 2-3 minutes, and then I'll talk about Gopi's position. So sense enjoyment. What all ways we enjoy our senses today? Each of our life situations. Any answers? We don't do any sense enjoyment at all, or devotees don't want to share?
Eating things which are not prasad.
Eating things prasad which are not prasadam. Okay, yeah. Then what else?
Buying things unnecessarily which are not required. Which are
required, which are not required. Okay. Okay.
We don't restrict our circle only with Vaishnavas or Krishna devotees. It happens with others.
We engage into mundane topics other than
mundane
Krishna.
Topics. Okay. Okay. Then
Prabhu,
illicit
can be
affairs.
taken.
Shanti Mataji.
Getting up at Brahma Muhurta and chanting for Krishna. That
We don't do that.
take it as.
No, I'm asking how are we not controlling our senses?
Not right.
Okay, so yeah, so these are some examples.
Prabhuji, indulging in too much
Doing
sex.
offenses also, Prabhuji.
Doing offenses.
All the time wanting to be wanting respect, honor for ourselves.
Okay, fine. So you all understand. Okay, so I wanted all of you to speak up, because sometimes people think, oh, such questions comes. Oh, no, how can I say that all my anarthas? But yeah, it's important for us to be open about our anarthas. So see, we should understand that every time we do this, what should we do? Every time we are doing something which is sense gratifying, what should we do? How should we deal with it?
We need to control.
Yeah, sorry. Again, you have to lift your hands, right? All talking at the same time. How can I understand? Yeah, Himani Mataji. Okay, if you don't want. Okay, yeah, Shilpa Mataji.
Prabhu, as I spoke about wanting respect and honor for ourselves, we have to remind ourselves that we have to give respect and not accept any respect for ourselves.
Why?
In that way, we will move from rajas or tamas to sattva.
Simple thing that has to drive, for us, if you have this problem of pride, we have to remember Trinada Pisunichana, otherwise I'm not going to get Krishna. That is to be the drive for us.
No submissiveness.
One second, Shobha Mataji. Okay, next, Shobhita Mataji.
Prabhuji, whenever we are expecting all these sense gratification, we can pray to the Lord that somehow help me so that I can come out of this.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Padma Mataji.
We must control our senses, Prabhuji, and have humility also.
No, but we can't control our senses. That's the point I'm making.
So we must try. Only practice will make you perfect.
Okay. If it was so easy, yeah, I would have loved to do that. Okay, Sureshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, whenever someone, this thing tells us something and then we get, it creates anger in us. So we should try to control that and we should not try to react, Prabhuji.
See, all the solutions that you are saying is something that we have been trying for lifetimes. Right? See, always, whenever you try to find a solution or something that you should do post, an anartha, is to connect it with Krishna directly. Like I was answering to Shilpa Mataji, saying that if I'm like stuck in my pride, then I'm not going to get Krishna, because Trinada Pisunichana. Right? So somehow you have to keep your North Star as Krishna. And whatever anarthas, first thing is we have to repent for the fallen state of our consciousness. Second is understand, saying that, see, if I get stuck here, I'm not going to get Krishna. And that is what is going to motivate us. Because see, simply thinking, saying that, okay, I have to control my senses, I have to control my anger, it's not going to work. If it would have worked, we would all have become now saints by now, right? It's not so easy. So our drive has to be that I'm not going to get Krishna. If I do this nonsense, Krishna is going to be far from me. He will not even want to associate with me. And that has to be the driver. So that, every time this happens, we remember, oh, I'm going far away from Krishna. I'm going far away from Krishna. I know we are also so fallen that we'll say, it's okay. Next life we will see. And for that solution, we have to associate with very serious, intense devotees who have made up their mind to perfect themselves in this life. Hear from them, associate with them, so that their intensity will rub off on us, and then we will also try to, overcome our anarthas. It can't be done by our own ability. The best way is to take shelter of devotees, other more advanced devotees. Okay, fine. So let me quickly just talk about the gopis. So this is some very, if somebody is recording, can you please stop? Or if it is being live streamed, please, I don't want this to go out on internet. This is not something which is generally discussed. Can we stop the live streaming?
Yes, Prabhuji. Can you just give me 1 minute, Prabhuji? I'll stop it.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, till then. Yeah, if you have some questions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, in that case, Lord Sri Krishna, he has not shown mercy to both Kauravas and Pandavas equally. He was more merciful to Pandavas than Kauravas.
Yeah.
So that is called